Hi, welcome to Module 1 in that Chapter 1 Introduction to Elements of Civil Engineering. My name is Sunil HG, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Civil Engineering in Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. In this Chapter 1, we are going to study three important concepts like the scope of different fields of civil engineering, role of civil engineer in the infrastructural development of a country, impact of infrastructural facilities on socio-economic development of a country. In the first concept, we are going to deal with various branches of civil engineering. The first concept, scope of different fields of civil engineering. Here the various branches of civil engineering are surveying, building materials, construction technology, geotechnical engineering, structural engineering, hydraulics, water resources and irrigation engineering, transportation engineering, environmental engineering. In that first one, surveying. What do you mean by surveying? We can say surveying is nothing but it is the art of determining relative positions of points on, above or below the surface of the earth by direct or indirect measurements of distance, direction or elevation. We can also say that the study of surveying enables the engineer to determine the relative positions of the points on the surface of the earth. Before the construction of any structure, surveying of the land on which the construction is to come up is always done. From the field observations in surveying taken in the horizontal plane, a plan is prepared of the existing features of ground and relative positions of points in the vertical plane are shown by sections obtained by taking measurements in the vertical plane, termed leveling. The surveying can be classified into plane surveying and geodetic surveying. Next we have building materials. It deals with wide range of construction materials in use along with their physical, chemical and mechanical behavior. Also, it aims at inventing new materials with better properties, durability and economy. Next one is construction technology. It deals with planning, scheduling and execution of the project taking into account of material management, human resource management, time management and financial aspects. It also deals with invention of new construction practices, use of special construction equipments to suit the prevailing local conditions. Next we have geotechnical engineering. Mainly it deals with study of soils, its behavior and application as an engineering material. We can also say that this branch of civil engineering is also called soil mechanics. It is a discipline of civil engineering in which the study of soil, its behavior and application of load and its use as an engineering material in the construction of earthen dams is done. The properties and strength characteristics of different types of soil are studied in this subject. The knowledge of this subject is useful in the design of earthen dams, different file foundations, buildings, foundations, etc. Next we have structural engineering. Structural engineering mainly deals with the design and analysis of the structure. After planning, the most important thing the civil engineer has to do is the design and analysis of the structure for its safety and structural integrity. Next we have hydraulics. It deals with the practical aspects of water. We can say it is a branch of science in which the study of fluids, liquids and gases at rest and in motion is done. Usually the liquid is water and the subject is titled hydraulics. When the water is at rest, the forces exerted by the water on immersed areas are found out by the laws of mechanics. Thus, the knowledge of these forces is useful in the design of the gates used to control the flood water in case of dams. When water is drawn off from a reservoir and conveyed through a closed conduits or open channels, the knowledge of the behavior of the liquids in motion is also useful. Next we have water resource and irrigation engineering. Mainly it deals with identifying, planning and building water retaining structures like tanks and dams to store water for agricultural fields and water power generation. Also, groundwater utilization, groundwater recharge and rainwater harvesting are the most important things in irrigation engineering. Next we have transportation engineering. It deals with carrying out traffic survey, design, construction and maintenance of roads, bridges, railway, harbour and airports. Next we have environmental engineering. It is the application of science and engineering principles to the environment. It deals with technological measures to use and protect the components of environment. It is the important branch of civil engineering which covers both water supply and sanitary engineering. The importance of clean environment was felt with the rapid growth in population and the growth in urbanization and industries. Okay. It is also environmental engineering. It also deals with techniques of water collection, purification and supply, wastewater collection, treatment and disposal, control of all types of environmental pollution. And the next concept, the second concept, what will be the role of civil engineer in the infrastructural development of a country? Like they are, first of all, what do you mean by infrastructural facilities? The civil engineering constructions, electricity, telephone and internet facility, educational and healthcare facilities, together we are going to call that one as infrastructural facilities. What will be the role in that for a civil engineer? Good town planning and developing and sites, then construct and maintain road and railway network, construction, development and maintenance of docks, harbours and airports, to provide better irrigation facilities, the construction of dams and network of canals, water supply to towns, cities and rural areas, design of good drainage and waste disposal system, solutions to environmental pollutions and hazards. The most important thing is the careful planning and proper utilization of funds invested in infrastructural development to realize the maximum benefit. It will be the important role of a civil engineer. This is regarding infrastructure development. And the last concept we have, what will be the impact of infrastructural facilities on social economic development of a country? It generates scope for lot of industries. The imports and exports will become easy. Improved education and healthcare gives rise to skilled and healthy workforce. Increased in food production and protection from famine like any disaster. Addition to the wealth and quality of life of the people is improved. In case of the natural calamities, assistance can be extended easily and affected people are saved. Defense system can be improved and the peace will exist in the country by developing the infrastructural facilities. the antisocial activities will come under control automatically. Improved economical power of the country brings a respectable status in the world. Finally, it leads to overall development of the country. Thank you.